We know there are hundreds of people who did lose their homes or lose their businesses or at very least sustain some damage to their businesses. Well, a month after the storm, the emotional toll of all of this is catching up with these people.
It is, and Emily Hamilton spoke with a psychiatrist about the psychological and medical effects that come with surviving a disaster. She joins us now with this report.
Good morning. Local psychiatrists say they've seen a significant increase in patients with severe anxiety or worsening depression since Harvey made landfall back on August 25th. Dr. John Lusins says these thoughts and worries could pose a serious threat if not treated properly.
We're about a month out of this, and then typically when you look at greater than 2 weeks of continued thoughts of worthlessness, hopelessness, your motivation is gone, whereas your concentration is never back. Your appetite is changed.
Dr. Lusins has treated a number of patients from the areas hit hardest by Harvey, such as Rockport, Aransas and Aransas Pass. Some of these patients trying to treat their overwhelming emotions with temporary fixes.
We've seen use of drugs and alcohol increase as coping mechanisms, and that across the board.
Many of Dr. Lusins' patients, particularly the ones who rode out the storm in their homes, say they're suffering from sleep deprivation.
I'm still having nightmares and flashbacks, and I can't now. When I see the weather storm, I get to have an anxiety. If I see the news and I see that there's a thunderstorm coming, it starts to worry me.
He listed some warning signs to look for in loved ones expressing these behaviors, as well as yourself.
People around you are saying, hey, you know, that you're still not yourself. Are you okay? If everybody's asking that, then there might be having worsening depression, worsening anxiety.
Dr. Lusins says therapy, as opposed to self-medication or dismissing these feelings, is the best way to work through the grief of the tremendous loss associated with natural disasters. He said the first step of acceptance begins with the basics.
What happened? What happened that you lost? What happened that, was it not only just your personal belongings, but was it your psychological coping skills that you had, your resilience?
Dr. Lusins also added that the symptoms of PTSD start to develop anywhere from 3 to 6 months after a disaster like this, and he does expect to treat a significant increase in patients dealing with the disorder. In the newsroom this morning, Emily Hamilton, Chris 6 News.